Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? Seth King 05 here. Camla God, he's finally out in I'm about to say JP. He's finally out in GL. The official 6-man quest is out, so we gotta go handle up. So this fight right here is definitely, I say the jet fight was bad, but this one right here was definitely my first Shinryu, like PTSD, like, oh my god, this fight is, I'm not gonna say hard, but you know, back then on release with the limited roster of force units that I had, it was pretty tough. I definitely didn't understand force. This was a fight that definitely helped me understand force just in general, just getting good at using force and force time and timing everything, especially with Camelot. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. It took me a good, do I want to say a month? I definitely know at least it took a whole cycle for me to finally beat it. And then when I did beat it for the first time, I got Camelot. I went ahead and tokened his BT, maxed him out, and then was able to finish out the fight. By then, I was actually doing force correctly. So yeah, yeah. So this fight, basically, the turtle, when he goes into a shell, you have to hit him with an ice attack, otherwise it's an insta kill. He locks his turn. When he's in the shell, you can only hit him with elemental attacks. When he's out of his shell, you can hit him with everything else, but you'll do no damage if you're hitting him with elemental attacks. I'm not sure if I said that right. If he's in the fucking shell, you can hit him with elemental attacks, but you need to at least hit him with one time with the ice attack. Otherwise, it's an instant death. Otherwise, when he's out the shell, you can wail on him. But if you're using elemental attacks, you do 1 damage. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. You see if you look at the video length, it's 24 minutes. Nah, as you can see how fast it's rolling. This fight took me 45 fucking minutes, yo. Like, just starting off with this cycle, I was completely shafted with getting Camelot. I had to spend everything, literally everything, just to even get his FR, which I finally got on tickets. I was basically trying to throw gems because I wanted his BT, for obvious reasons, right? But again, you live by the gacha, you die by the gacha. So, no, this is my bad. I made it. Gotta lay in it. Be alright. I'll be alright. As you can see, I managed to get through this fight with no cam BT, with no cam FR. You know, it took me a hell of a lot longer, but I managed to get through it. So, I brought a team of Freya, Warrior Light, Vaan, Kain, Cissnei, and forgetting somebody, Selphie to keep them launchable pretty much for most of the battle. Warrior Light for protection. Freya for Freya, I guess wool to a certain degree. Kain and Cissnei were my range units because I basically wanted to go Ranged Offturn to make sure that we're hitting Kain's force effect. And with this fight, you'll definitely see me do some kind of, you'll see me do a lot of fucking shuffling around just to try to make sure certain, I think specifically like coming up like right now, I had to kind of shuffle around to get units that I need to attack, or I had to get certain calls up, like, you know, like I brought like three Brave Freeze calls and Raijin, I brought Setzer, and I brought what's her name, Cater. Basically, Cater also doubles as an ice call because I needed ice attacks. Vaan is my primary unit in fulfilling the ice condition, but I also had to get some ice calls as well. As you'll see way later on in the fight, when things get really dicey, I kind of had to, you know, again, shuffle around units to kind of make sure that I had my ice attacks ready to go. But yeah, I definitely, I'm actually kind of glad I pulled this off, because it did take. Like I'm being for real. Like, this is moving pretty fast, you know, but you guys still should be able to see, like, if you know the fight, you should be able to see the moments where, okay, I'm in a really kind of bad situation and I had to maneuver around, you know, swap this, you know, using the tech with this unit, swap this unit out. Let me go ahead and get Freya in there. Like, I got really lucky at the end, because Freya had an ice enchant call that was still on her from the cater call. Vaan was in party, but Vaan was going to get the turn before the turtle got the turn. And yeah, it definitely was I definitely was utilizing the 6-man the 6-man, you know, swapping thing. But yeah, I wanted to just make sure that I tried to, you know, force down the lion. And the turtle, to me, is the more annoying enemy. He's not the most deadliest. The most deadly is the lion. The lion has attacks that can just one-shot you and kill you. The lion is the one when he actually hits force time, he has that double dump attack that'll kill you. The lion is the one who, underneath force time, will, you know, wipe the buffs. Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. So during their whole force time right here, my mindset was, well, I know the attacks that they'll hit. I know the attacks that I'll take are guaranteed hit, and I know they'll wipe my buffs. So which character, I guess you say, benefits the most, I mean, can ramp up the quickest? That's Warrior Light. I'm only going to use 2 buffs, and I basically put both those buffs back on once I use a shield. So I really wanted to make sure Warrior Light was the one taking the attacks when the line underneath the enemy force time. So, you know, like, because again, his ramp up, you know, like, it is terrible compared to some of these other characters who, if they lose all their buffs, that's so much loss. That's so much time and loss and things I gotta, you know, get back up. So I wanted to go ahead and go on the Vaan. I mean, use Vaan as my primary damage dealer to go ahead and you know, burst them down, while I had the Cissnei off turn and I had the Kain off turn. Yeah, it's Jesus, man. Coming from a JP player, it just hurts me having to rely on Kain VT. Like, I mean, Kain not VT, not Kain VT, Kain FR. I know what to mean, you know. Oh man, you know, you almost press Kain FR, you know, like, you know, I know, like, they control BC with it, but oh god, it just feels so bad when I can boot up the other game on the other server, and I have so many other just amazingly good FRs, and now in global, it's like, bro, I'm at the very beginning of the cycle. And to make matters worse, I only have Camelot with the FR. I really feel, not to say that Camelot's not good with his BT, but he kind of want the whole thing. I mean, his BT helps you fulfill his condition where the enemy must not be able to act. So his BT just, you know, it just helps that, as you know, as opposed to me, you know, trying to big brain and have to use a call like Shantoto call or something just to put a paralyze on him and then go to work. But yeah, that's pretty much why I don't have Cam in my team. I kind of just figured, well, you know, it's a little bit way too much work just to be using that. So I went ahead and wanted to truck it out. Well, yeah, I know, right? Fran. So I brought a Fran call because I figured I'm gonna be doing all turn. You know, I'm gonna be doing, you know, as much range damage as I can. Why not throw the Fran call on there just to get some range and weakness damage? That, you know, that it can only help the brave damage. So, you know, and I think it worked pretty well. You know, I think it did help the damage for as good as it can be. We got the lion. We bum rushed the lion, and we got him down to like, I think like about like 30% or some shit like that. Starting from basically like now, Yeah, so we burst the lion down, and the turtle, you know, half of the reason why I didn't even target my attacks on the turtle is because I knew that like Vaan is going to be doing one brave damage on him because he's in this upright stance where he's taking less damage from elements. So I'm not going to even waste a turn, you know, targeting the lion, you know. And then again, like I said before, in my opinion, the lion is a threat. So you know, let's pack the lion up. Let's get his ass out of here, and then we can just focus on the turtle, which kind of was a good thing and kind of a bad thing because it basically meant that I had to, you know, put all, you know, once I had to kill the lion, which wasn't too hard. I just had to focus down on the turtle. And me personally, when I like to play, I like to spread my damage out. I don't like to focus primarily on one enemy because, you know, the other enemy is just sitting there with a shit ton of health, and it's going to take an almost equally annoying amount of time to kill the second enemy. But kind of felt like I was going to just lose out on my overall damage by even just targeting the lion, targeting the turtle to begin with. Not only that, but Vaan is primarily a single target damage dealer. But you know, we was getting some good splashes too. You know, if I really wanted to be selfish, I could have just used S1, but no, I decided to go ahead and spam S2 just so I can get that good amount of splash, just to kind of at least try to keep the turtle up to pace with the damage. So, you know what I mean? Well, what can I say? I guess it all worked out. I mean, the turtle was basically, the lion was, for the most part, you know, on life support right here. And everything gets kind of, I guess you can say, tricky from here on out. Like, it wasn't so much as killing the lion that got tricky, but I guess I don't even know how to explain the second half of the fight, yo. It was just like everything. Now I feel like, okay, I gotta make sure, you know, I gotta start focusing down on the line. You know, now I gotta make sure I got enough health for us to hit the HP requirement. Still gotta make sure I still gotta keep an eye on that turtle to make sure he just doesn't body me with his stupid, his stupid attack. Vaan is my primary damage dealer, and Kain is there too. And I'm kind of having to rely on their BT effects to really keep my damage up, you know. But unfortunately, you know, I kind of run out of those effects. I mean, so my damage basically kind of craters at the end. I mean, it fell down enough to where I could complete it, which is really good. But man, in them last couple of turns, yo, I'm scrambling. I'm just like, please die, please fucking die. Like that turtle was just hanging on, and I'm just like, come on, man. Like I said, still spamming this too. Want to get that splash off. What I do right here? EX. I'm just watching. I'm watching just like y'all watching it right now while I'm making my commentary on it. Cause I definitely know like that all that swapping and all that stuff really starts coming into play like in the second half of the fight. So I kind of want to, you know, catch it so I can kind of let y'all know my logic in some of these decisions that I'm doing. What do I do next? I don't usually tell it unprofessional, you know, that I don't know exactly what I did in these moments in the fight. But fuck y'all. Like I said, it took me 45 fucking minutes to do this shit. No, I don't remember every turn that I did. Yeah, I summoned here because I know I needed to stall. I forgot who had my ice enchant. I forgot who had an ice call, and I didn't want to take the chance because otherwise I was gonna miss out. Otherwise I'm just gonna pretty much die. I've already got to this point, so I'm just like, look, bro, I'm going forward with this run. like this is the run. I'm not starting over. So I hit summon because I wouldn't, you know, because I had to figure out who did I put what call on who. so I can make sure I can fulfill the condition, because I don't think Vaan was going to get a turn before the turtle got a turn. So I'm still kind of just, you know, slowly killing the lion, but also kind of making sure the turtle's getting some love as well. We're still doing pretty good. Warrior of Light has no force boards, by the way. I mean, y'all know me, I love me some Warrior of Light, but I don't have his BT in global. And I kind of feel like if I had his BT in global, of course that's an instant green. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that's an instant green. Because I don't have it, I just kind of figure, yeah, it's all right. I just leave no force boards. I mean, I'm not swimming in resources now because it's the beginning of the era. So I want to be selective about who I put them on. So at this point, the turtle's basically, I mean, the lion's basically dead. But as you can see, I'm starting to really run low on my BT effects. The force time is about to come back up. As you can see, because of the Kain call, we took no damage. Good old Brave Freeze. So now we got a dead lion. We packed him up. So now we're down to the turtle. Even though, like I said, even though it technically should be easy, I kind of had to start, you know, pulling out some plays to make sure that, you know, everything was everything. That I could go ahead and finish out the fight. Yeah, we're doing really good damage, but what kind of hurts me here, and I kind of realized this, you know, as I was going through the fight, is Vaan, you know, Vaan is a great damage dealer, but what this turtle has, with these turtles having those phases where he goes in the shell, and he jumps back out. Even though Vaan can get past that, because he's grave gaining through the damage, it still hurts him. You know, it's still, you know, not as good as like saying having like a Tifa right here that's just ready to just beat him up. You know, it doesn't matter with the elements or not. So I'm basically saying that Vaan kind of goes through phases where, like, yeah, he's doing his monstrous damage, and then his monstrous damage kind of falls off a bit. Yeah, that's funny. It's only because I'm doing a fight in this manner that I knew that turtle actually had like a HP attack. What? No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I knew that turtle had an HP attack. I can just read it now. That's the difference. So even right here with fourth time, I wanted, you know, and this is probably a whiff, but I wanted, you know, I wanted to jump with Kain and, you know, basically do it again, like ping-ponging Freya, ping-ponging Kain with Cissnei, but the way it lined up, you know, with that last burst turn, I kind of figured, why don't I just, you know, jump and then just, you know, stay in the air, like, you know, stay in the air with his auras, use Kain as an aura bot, and then when he comes down, I can just go ahead and just use force, as opposed to just using my last turn of force to set up the jump. You know, I just kind of looked at it like that. This right, yeah, and I definitely had to do that right there, because I was afraid that like this is that turn I was talking about. I was not gonna make it. If I didn't have Freya with that ice call, that was a dead run. So I was lucky that Freya still had an ice call that she can use. This gives her a bit of enchant, which again is good but bad, because the turtle's only weak. You know, the turtle's only gonna be in his shell for, you know, that one turn, that one little, I guess, you know, turn cycle. But he's gonna stay upright way longer than he is. So Freya's not doing the best of damage at this point. My auras are basically gone. Kind of just limping to the end right here. So Freya goes up in the air. Look at that, 1 damage under force. I mean, it's still working out. It's still doing a pretty good amount of damage. But man, we really got lucky here. But yeah, these turtles, they basically deserve. This turtle basically deserved everything that he got. He deserved to get his ass kicked. I really hate the fight. I was really fucking lucky with this fight. Cause under any other circumstances, I'd have been body, would have packed me up, it'd have been a done deal. Yeah, what we got to do now? See, this is the part of Shinryu I really hate. And I guess these global players are probably gonna hate it too. But when you're doing damage outside of force time, it just feels so bad. Like, and it's crazy because you're doing like you might be seeing 20k damage from dumps with BTFX and everything up, but the fact that I guess it's kind of the fact that you're not doing those million dollar. I keep wanting to say $1 million. Those million HP dumps all at once. Man, it just kind of it just kind of hurts. So yeah, this is one of those no force time. We got to do it the hard way. He's dying slowly, but he is dying. I just got to make sure that I keep hitting him with the ice attack. I think I have like one more scare before this whole fight is over. What is that? What do I do? What genius move do I do? I'm just spamming Kain S1. I'm an S2. I think I get one more jump off. Jump off. But yep, I'm still good. Don't have to worry about that. Kain can break him. Vaan still gonna get him another turn before everything. Vaan still gonna get himself another turn, so that's all good. I bring back in the Warrior of Light because I want to make sure that we ain't gonna take no more damage. We got everybody healed up, so we shouldn't be taking no more damage now. The fight's basically over at this point. Like, good God, as you can see, man, it was just a slog. Like, this last part of the fight was just such a slog. Still doing this little ground attack. I'm still like just die. Warrior Light doing ones. I don't understand. He's back under his force time now. That was probably a misclick. I probably should have just did the S2. See what I mean? Just like these long 1%. It's just, it's just so bad. And it's like, bro, all of that, he's still not dead, but I think this kills him. There we go. Man, thank y'all for sitting here with this marathon with me. Shit. But just watching this long, I greatly appreciate you. You've been your boy SatsKingo5. Like, comment, subscribe. All the YouTube algorithm bullshit. Help out the boy, help out the kid. And I catch y'all next time. Peace.